during that time I discovered what real worship is, because I think whatever we do that takes up our whole life is the essence of worship. You can worship a career, you can worship a person, you can worship things. Englishmen often worship their cars. And I discovered I was beginning to worship jazz. It became a central issue in my life. I would eat, drink, sleep it. And the whole point about worship is that whatever you worship demands everything. You can't do it part-time. It's all absorbing, it's all consuming. And that's why I didn't do my spiritual life any good, because I discovered that there was a lie connected to jazz, and that was to be a good jazz musician, you actually had to be drunk to play. It is a lie, but it's a lie I consumed in great quantities, and wine actually became a problem to me. And I actually ended up in the lifestyle of a jazz musician, sleeping on the streets of London, sleeping on the benches, sleeping on the underground stations, sleeping in flats I didn't even know who the flats belonged to. And it wasn't quite the pastor's home that I'd come from, you know. And I'd gone a long, long way away from my spiritual roots. But one night, an extraordinary thing happened in a club in Soho. I could take you to it now. I was playing with a quartet at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I heard someone saying, "Chris Bowater, what are you doing here?" And I thought it was just the wine that was kind of making funny effects on me. The voice said a second time, "My plans for you don't include this." And I knew God was reaching out to me. I got up from the quartet became a trio. I'm not sure whether they even known, I don't think they knew that I'd gone, basically. And I just walked and walked and walked and walked the streets of London that night. And I ended up sitting on the steps of a little church. And I gave my life back to God. I said, "God, I've blown this big time. If you can do anything with me, please make me good. I want to be good." Many years I had to leave jazz away. It's like an addict. You can't go near it, you know. But I don't believe that jazz is in itself intrinsically bad. It's not. And so I feel God gave me back the ability and the desire to use what I'd learnt in jazz and to bring it into the worship arena.